Hello, heroes and villains. Welcome to Multiverse. So, as you can see, we're going to start a little. Actually, I was going to say we're early. We're just 1 minute early, so it's all good. Basically, after the stream today, at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, the devs are supposed to do their live stream, and they're going to show off the new episode. So, if you guys want to see that after the live stream here, go see the live stream that the devs have on Twitch, and you should be able to get info about the latest episodes. Lesser of Evils, send me a tell in game. Hello, Mask of Creativity. Hello, Son of Gokan. So, if you guys want to join the group, today we are going to play the raids of Flashpoint, the raids of the Flashpoint DLC. You're going to have to be combat rating 322. We are going to play the regular version of the raids. And then afterwards, we will try to fight the evil Doomsday, the General, the Paradox Prince, and all that good stuff. So even if you cannot make it, we're in the group for whatever reason. Maybe you don't have the combat rating. Maybe the group will be full. Ideally, Lesser of Evils, it's easier if you send me the tell, but let's see if I can. There's always the chance that I'll make a typo or something. So Omega Omura. Let's see if it works. And for those who don't know, we play on the US PC or US PS5, PS4 servers. Oh, glad you got your last piece, Mask of Creativity. Hello, Cars Thomas. Let me backtrack a bit in the chat. I think I missed out a few. Son of Goken, Mr. Evils, Cars Thomas. Okay, we're good. So we need two more people to get started with the missions. So send us a tell if you guys want to join. Sadly today, I know it's a nice day outside, and also I think some people thought that the live stream would be at the same time as this one. But if my math is correct, it should be at 6 Eastern Standard Time. So we should be able to. Did you kick your relatives out?
No, but they're not here anymore, so.
Oh, okay. So our friend Mr. Flashpoint Batman was in timeout. Nah, seriously, he had some people at his place. So guys, if you want to join, send me a tell, and we'll get started as soon as we fill the group, which should be soon enough, I suppose. Oh yeah, the Nightmare Chroma looks pretty cool. Omega Mirage there, Future Flash. Oh, let's see if Royal Angel will join us. So we have one more spot to fill, guys. Hello, Piotr. It looks weird, cool, awesome, and sinister all at once. I love it.
I like the Black Lantern. That's probably the best Black Lantern I've seen.
Well, with the dark metal chroma, we could already make a pretty darn good-looking Black Lantern. But I have to admit, this one is. And here in Flashpoint, I don't know if you guys noticed, on the edge of the character, you can see like some sort of purple, almost mist or something. Which somehow, if you go to Metropolis, it doesn't actually do that. So it only does that in a dark map like Flashpoint Gotham. Sorry, you were going to say, Mr. Flashpoint Batman?
I was just saying, yeah, I kind of noticed that too.
Lesser of Evils, I need 400 tokens. Yeah, that I had been saving for a while. People often ask. Oh, let's see, Cal. So if all goes well, we should be able to fill the group. So people have been asking, how were you able to get marks so quickly? It's very simple. I had been saving my marks for quite some time. Oh, so it seems we have the full group. So I had been saving my marks, and also I used my alternate characters. So I purchased the chroma with my main multiverse. But there's a lot of the styles that I purchased using my alternate characters. The aura I purchased, well, pretty much everything, but the chroma I purchased using alternate characters. So you'll notice I've already played the mission this week, but I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to enjoy playing that mission. So basically, using my main character and pretty much all a whole bunch of my alts, I was able to get all the styles pretty quickly.
That's okay. Oop.
Oh, I'm not sure why we have to. There we go. Oh, we seem to have lost someone. We're in. It doesn't really matter what phase we are, but let's check. Quick. We are in phase. We are in phase 8. So there's like 12 spot left. So we have one spot left in the group. If any one of you guys want to join.
Maybe I have a friend that could join. If not, I'll let the viewers can join first, but if no one joins, I can invite a friend.
So from what I read on the forums, the next DLC might be on test this weekend, maybe as early as today. But from Meps did seem to suggest in his last message, it wasn't certain. They were aiming for that, but he didn't know for just yet if it was going to be this weekend or not. Hello, Crazy Gaming. We still need one more person to fill out the group if you guys are interested.
The Nightmare Aura is a little bit thicker than the one that's actually in the game, eh?
Could be.
Looks a little bit thicker. Oh, we'll have to compare it when we see them later.
Yeah, they did mention that they could not match it exactly somehow. I guess there's a restriction that for players that they didn't have for NPCs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to fight Doomsday afterwards. So basically what we're going to try to do, it's usually what we do most of the time. We will try to play the 2 raids first. And once we're done with the raids, we'll go fight the evil Doomsday in the Flashpoint open world. We'll go fight the generals. And we'll go fight the Paradox Prince. Although today, exceptionally, we are going to try to stop a little bit before 6 o'clock. Because at 6 o'clock, we will get the first sneak peek at the next DLC, House of Legends. So if you guys want to know what's coming up for DC Universe Online, we will get a bit of that information soon. Hello, Panda. Sorry if you're on European servers.
Grandpa!
Man, I don't know why, but I really hate the voice of Kid Flash in this game.
Yeah, I didn't mean to be a bit annoying.
Next, what happened to everyone else? I still see comms activity. Visuals don't match. Hang on. What is that now?
Sorry, Mr. Flashpoint Batman. I won't let you solo troll.
That is.
It's not that I don't trust you. I mean, I'm trying out a new artifact, so I'm curious to see if there's going to be a difference.
Yeah, I'm just playing on this just because I like the suit. I'm not actually playing on the role itself.
Too late.
To actually be good, so.
Too late, we have already exposed you to the world.
You know what I wish they would do is I wish they'd give us instead of giving us enhanced versions of suits, I wish they'd give us tatered versions of suits.
Tatered? Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
like,
yeah. Worn off, yeah,
ruined, like
come back
damaged.
worn off.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
guess
what I
that could
wish.
be an option. They do that sometimes. Like the Flashpoint Wonder Woman, that's pretty much what it is. The enhanced version is a bit worn off, tatered, battle worn.
Yeah, but you can barely tell.
Yeah, it's true. Well, the cape is the biggest tell, but yeah.
Like even if you look at what's it called, Future Crusader. Okay, you look at that, you get the enhanced one and you get the normal one. The normal one has no battle damage on it, but the enhanced one has a little bit of few scratches, but you have to look really close to see them.
Yes.
It's so stupid. Like I wish they were deeper scratches that you can actually see them.
I guess they wanted to be a bit subtle about the whole thing. I don't know. Thank you, Crazy Gaming. It's always appreciated. You guys are awesome. I don't tell you guys often enough that you're very awesome. We hear a lot of crap about how quote-unquote toxic the DCUO community is, but I have to admit with you guys, I've been blessed. You guys are awesome. Like out of maybe 1,000 of you guys, there might be one toxic guy once in a while, but overall, I can't really complain. I've been blessed on that front. Yeah, it happens with the new Flash suit. Yeah, you can sometimes you have a hard time telling the players apart from the. Oh, I'm a gorilla. Sometimes you have a hard time telling players apart from the NPCs. It happens.
Oh no! Look, it's Gorilla Grodd.
I don't know if people can join. Basically, send me a tell in game, and I'll invite you to the league.
Did
Anyone
I just
can
fly
join.
in that cutscene?
Sorry. Yeah.
That's funny.
So here, this is supposed to be the material. The material they just gave us is supposed to be somewhat similar to what our friend Grodd has. It's not exactly it.
Yeah, no. I mean, it'll do, but
I would assume there might be some sort of technical issues that prevent them from giving the players the exact same thing as the NPCs. Although sometimes it seems to be also on purpose. They did give us like a Shazam set of gear, but somehow we cannot have the same colors as Shazam, and that seems to be done on purpose.
I think I know what the problem is with the aura. Is I think it's actually just a filter thing that they have specifically for this open world type thing. And like if you go into Flashpoint, Nightmare Flashpoint, like where we're in right now, and actually in the open world, I think there's like a certain filter that actually causes that effect, and that's why they can't give us the actual aura, because the effect it looks way different in other areas.
It could be.
Whether if it's a glitch or something, I don't know, but I think that might be the problem. Oh, he went down.
Yeah, I'm a gorilla now. Oh no, we lost a healer. Shaggy,
Yeah.
don't die on us. Come on. Oh, there we go.
I always found it funny how the gorillas sound like humans.
Why? Where do you think they learned English?
It's just so funny that they have these like really good English accents, you know? It's just oh, I find that funny with most characters in general. It's like, why does everyone in the DC universe know English?
Mask of Creativity is asking, when casino tokens, how do you get them? You have to play Flashpoint missions. That's where the marks come from. And this week we get the double currency. That's why this week we're playing the Flashpoint, the World of Flashpoint missions, so that some of you guys can benefit from the double currency. I already played those missions, so it doesn't really matter for me. But I'm sure some of you guys, or some of the guys in the group, they probably appreciate that we're playing those missions. I wasn't able to raise our friend here. Sorry, Calher, I tried.
There's your style. I like that style a lot better. I like all your styles, but that's my favorite. Uh-oh.
That was so crash. You were all pow pow pow, and I was all no, dude, Rod.
I haven't seen the Suicide Squad movie just yet. From what I understand, it came out yesterday on HBO and in theaters. But no, I didn't get the chance to see it yet. I saw the reviews, but let's say I've stopped trusting Rotten Tomatoes for quite some time for various reasons. Yeah, he did say that was Crash.
Oh man, head to the museum. I think I figured out why we're here and what here is.
For the Suicide Squad movie, the trailers I saw, it looks promising. It should be good. Uh, James Gunn usually does a good job, although I haven't seen all that many movies by James Gunn. I saw the two Guardians of the Galaxy, and I mean I've seen another one that I think I saw, what was it called, Super or something like that. So I can say that I've seen a lot of movies by James Gunn, but so far whatever I saw was good. But one of the complaints I saw, some people thought there was too much Marvel humor in the movie.
Of course.
And of course, some people were offended about how women were treated, about that Harley Quinn was seen as a sex object,
Of course.
which sadly is not surprising at this point.
I mean, in today's world, we're not really allowed to have opinions, so. You know, everyone's
The Nightmare Auras, you can get them from this mission here. They seem to be random drop. Like I got yesterday when I played this mission, I got the right hand Nightmare Aura as a random drop. So they seem to drop from random from the various bosses on this map. Obviously, it's a random chance, and you're not guaranteed to get it. Oh, where's everyone? Ah, we got split in two groups. I hate when that happens.
oh, there's Killer Frost still back here. That's why.
Yeah, we already started fighting the evil Captain Cold while you guys were fighting Killer Frost. Too quick, too quick. It happens. Yeah, I heard about Suicide Squad being violent and gory. That I don't really care or mind. Although
Oh.
the one drawback, I guess, is that it's always a bit weird when you have a superhero movie where you cannot take kids. Especially a Superman movie. Like when we had Man of Steel, it was sad to have a Superman movie that you could not take a 10-year-old to go see. I
See,
still remember.
love the gory movies. I love them.
I love them, but in some cases, I wish they would refrain from that. Like I still remember when I was a young boy and I saw Superman 2 in the theaters for the very first time. Imagine if the movie had been too violent and I would not have been allowed to see it. I would have been very sad.
Well, what they could do is they can make basically a cut version and an uncut version, one that has all the violence and blood and sex and all that stuff, and then have one that is basically kid friendly.
Didn't they try that with Deadpool? I have no idea if it did well or not.
I don't remember, but I mean, it takes quite a few times for you to master it. Anyways, you know what I mean. You can't expect it to work the first time. You got to try different approaches.
Yeah, but it's just like I remember when we got the first Deadpool, everyone was saying that it has to be rated R. It has to be rated R. But strangely enough, the leaked footage that did force Fox to give the thumbs up to give the green light to start making the movie, that was PG-13, and no one had any issues with that. Crazy Gaming, you're going to see Suicide Squad tomorrow. Lucky you.
We know how to take them down.
I'm gonna see it tomorrow too. I'll watch it on my TV.
CJ says the PG-13 rated version of Deadpool was a flop. Oh, yeah, it was called 10 Days of Deadpool. It's true.
I should change my style. Don't judge me. I don't have the classic emblem.
Too late. If you don't have the classic, we'll have to kick you.
Man, I regret not buying that.
As soon as I saw it in the marketplace, I bought it for I think it was $2, and best $2 I ever spent.
Yeah, I was gonna want it at some point. I just didn't have my Flashpoint Batman character at the time, um, so I didn't really think to actually get it right away, and I didn't realize that it was only limited time. So
It's like the Batman call. I remember, I know people thought it was too pricey at the time, but basically the game was still down for maintenance, and for a short window around noon, the game came back up and then went back down again. And during that short window, I didn't even wait 1 second. As soon as the game was up, I bought the darn thing. The game was uber laggy. I was worried a bit that because of the lag, I somehow maybe didn't buy it at the time or bought it twice or something like that. But turns out that night was all good. When the game came back up, I had my nice Batman call. And then not even a month afterwards, they removed the whole thing from the marketplace, and a lot of people were. Oh no, I'm thinking of the BVS emblem. Wrong thing.
that one's a pretty cool emblem. See, that'd be good for my my Dark Knight styles.
Oh yeah, Vanguard of the Heaven does the trick if you don't have the cosmic material, or even if you have it. There's some in some cases you're going to want to use the cosmic skin as opposed to the material. So having both option is the best option. But obviously, if you don't have the cosmic material, which is pretty understandable at this point, yeah, the cosmic skin is a good replacement. And someone asked about the Jungle Cruise. No, I didn't see the Jungle Cruise just yet. A lot of the reviews I saw said it was pretty much a remake of The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. But I might give it a try at some point. Sorry, good sir. I know I cut you off. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I know it's. I mean, we'll probably never get any iconic powers anytime soon, and it's probably not a very popular character. But I think Pied Piper's weapon, was like his flute, whatever, would be pretty cool as an iconic power.
Well, we do have it as an artifact.
Yeah. I mean, but same thing. You could say the same thing about the laser vision, and you could say the same thing about the lasso, right?
No, because the artifact is actually the pipe. The sounds wrong somehow.
Yeah,
Because with heat vision, you have to take the iconic power, and then the artifact will enhance the iconic power. But with the Piper pipe, actually all you need is the artifact.
That's true, I guess.
But it doesn't work with. Sadly, it doesn't work with all the superchargers. I came to realize. You need a supercharger that actually does direct damage. Like
So,
if you try.
what artifact are you running right now? You said you were running a new artifact?
Oh, I'm trying the claw of. I forget the name.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying out the claw of. What's the stupid name? Claw of Ailkind. I can pronounce that.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
It seems to be okay so far, but I hate. It creates a visual effect on the character that I really don't like.
But I love my grandpa.
And he loves you.
Like it creates some sort of weird spikes on the character.
Kid, I wish I was
Oh,
there
yeah.
for you, but no,
Okay,
I
I saw that, yeah.
proud of you, and I know
Actually looks pretty cool, though.
this illusion.
Well, let's see how it performs. I'm curious to see it because it doesn't give power anymore, but it does boost like might and precision and all that good stuff, and it does boost my vitalization by the amount of people that are affected by it. So we'll see how it goes.
You know what I can't wait to play though with the stat clamp is Paradox.
Oh no, that's gonna be a nightmare.
Oh, I'm gonna love that. That is one of my favorite missions of all time.
Even with overgeared players, like around the time of was it Sons of Trigon or the DLC after that? Even when people were overgeared, that mission was a nightmare way back when.
See, I loved it. You know, I loved that. You know that there were so many bosses that. Oh, and I mean, you have the option now to just skip it. You know, because everyone's overpowered. But I loved when it was when you didn't have all this overpowered gear, going against all these bosses back to back. It was just fun to me.
No, it was a fun bit, but sadly, it pretty much was the uh, people in DCO have always been a bit gatekeepers or excluding people. But with Origin Crisis, holy crap, the gatekeeping or the exclusion went into overdrive. If you did not have the top mods and the top gear, people would kick you out of the group. Didn't matter if you had played the mission before or not.
Yeah, I'm kind of guilty of that. I just got to the point where I was so frustrated that anyone that was away under CR'd, I would just be like, okay, sorry, but we can't have you.
Come on, I was one of the best troll at the time, and still because the vitalization mod were the most expensive mods, and at the time I wasn't the master at playing the broker that I am today. So getting those mods from the broker, it took quite a while. So until I managed to get those mods, people would kick me out, even though I had played the mission before. But I was playing also on PS3. One of the annoying thing I remember, people would say, "Watch out for the red ball," and I was like, "What ball?" And then I would be dead.
You have overthrown the deception.
And then when I played on PC a few months later, when I upgraded my PC, holy crap, I could see all the visual effects that I never saw on PS3, and now I understood what they meant by the red ball.
I really
But it wasn't a big deal. After the first time, once people would say, "Watch out for the red ball," you knew that, okay, I'll get out of the way.
I'm sorry you ever thought anything else.
So you just needed someone to call it out, and it was fine.
See you on the other side. We're not through the worst of it yet.
I don't know if they're gonna add vibration to custom. I don't know what style, I guess, category it could be. We'll have to wait and see for that. So let's see if we can cure for the other one right away. It went pretty well so far. Evil laggy menu.
Sorry, they're just back.
That's alright. Can I join? I donated $1. Did you? I don't see. Oh yeah, there it is. Well, thank you, Validegasti. Sadly, it doesn't really work like that. Like it's not. If people pay, they can join. It's pretty much a first come first serve. I don't have a system like that just yet. I don't know if I would do something like that. I would have to give it some thoughts. Having like streams where people pay to get in the group. I don't see myself doing that. But your donation is always appreciated. Oh, I didn't even check who gave what. Maybe next time I'll do that. But a valid ghosty, you can join us afterwards in the open world. Oh, a valid ghosty. Apparently, Kryptonian Blizzard is leaving. So valid ghosty, send me the name of your character, and you'll be able to join. A valid ghosty, send me your name. Ah, you're so nice, Miss Sim. I'm not sure I would say it like that, but it's much appreciated.
Man, that's actually a really good, like, good name. The Future Flash. That's actually really good.
It is good. Sometimes the simpler stuff is the better. Sometimes the brightest idea or the simplest one. Ghosty on YT. So let's see if we can invite our friend Ghosty.
Man, I have so many original names. Well, not original names. Sorry. Like, what's it called? Iconic names that when I was on the PS3 that I just don't have access anymore. Like I had the Batman Beyond. I had I had some other one. I think I had like Kid Flash, but it was like it was an I instead of an L. But I mean, you couldn't tell though. You know, I had like these really good names that looked legit, but I got rid of them because I needed more room for the characters, and then obviously when I went to go get them back, someone took them.
Sure. So we're in phase 6 for those who were asking. Ghosty, are you playing on the US server or European server? Or are you playing on Xbox? Because I don't, when I type in your name, it says player not found.
Ghosty. Who's? Oh, okay. Uh,
Okay, so you should be here, Ghosty. But somehow it tells me player not found. Did I make a typo? Ghosty on YT.
is he in a different phase? I can probably hop to another phase and find him.
Well, it doesn't matter. That's not the issue. If it, oh, Ghost. Oh, there
There
he
he
is.
is. Perfect.
Oh, actually, he is in the group. Okay.
Yeah, he just joined. Alright.
But not sure why it was telling me that the player didn't exist. The mysteries of DCUO sometimes. Sometimes DCUO works in mysterious ways. I tried Assassin's Creed way back when. I was a bit, I would say, surprised and not in a good way. Like I thought you would play an assassin from the olden days, but turns out it was actually a futuristic game where you would go back in time in your memories or something. I forget the details. Didn't like it very much. So I played a bit the first one, and I never played it again. Should probably give it a try again.
It was like some type of program that allowed you to go back and see the vision of your ancestor. Something like that.
And the movie could have been good, but sadly, they 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 dropped the ball a bit. Mask of Creativity is asking, you doing Doomsday now, or you doing it? We'll do it a bit after. Like as soon as we finish this mission, then we'll go fight Doomsday, and after that, we'll try to fight the generals and the prince.
We're doing good for time too, so.
But yeah, we basically we'll play until 1 minute to 6 o'clock.
Okay.
And afterwards, I'll probably go watch the dev stream on Twitch. For those of you who do not know, at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the devs will have a live stream where they will show the next DLC, House of
Still got
Legends.
comms on Flash.
There's some sort of barrier in the speed force blocking my arrival. But you've got this, kid.
Brainiac's probably using J.
It's alright, Valid Ghost. We'll try to not let you down.
Frustrating. Professor Zoom understood the value
Oh yeah, the idea of a new hub, it's we could see it coming a mile away. Basically, for the past, I don't know, 5, 6, 12 DLCs, I forget. Eons ago, we used to have a hub for the heroes and a hub for the villains. But then at some point, they gave up on that idea, and we've been having the same hub for everyone for quite some time now. So you could tell that they were way on their way to no longer have a hub for heroes and a hub for villain, but one hub for everyone. And here we are. But yeah, the new hub
Oh, I
reminds
can't
me a bit of the Monitor ship in Crisis on Infinite Earth. I'm sure our friend Flashpoint Batman remembers what I'm talking about.
Yeah, for the most part.
Crazy Gaming is asking, how many characters do you have? About 50. I'm saying about because sometimes I'll delete and create new characters all the time. So could be I have 51, could be I have 48. I have to admit, didn't check in a while. But roughly, yeah, I have roughly around 50 characters. Oh, Alexandre Gauthier.
After your crushing
Bonjour,
defeat,
Alexandre.
the Speed Force will serve Brainiac.
We're stopping you. Release that Flash.
Never. Besides,
But yeah,
those
there's some
who
good
have
ideas
to go
in the upcoming
advantage.
DLC.
You
The
could
whole
use
House
his
of Legend
abilities
thing.
to
Yeah, that
undo
seems to
the
have a lot of
Flashpoint
good stuff in it.
Damn straight
The
we
one
would.
thing that worries me is the stat clamping. I already there are missions that are pretty much impossible to do with random players. I worry that with stat clamping, that'll be the case pretty much throughout most of the game.
Okay, I died.
Already, I'm very disappointed.
Hey, I had to summon in my Batman, okay? Quick one for the team.
Miss Sim is asking how many languages I speak. Technically, 2 and a quarter. Like I speak enough German to be able to order food in a restaurant. But that's pretty much the extent of. Holy crap, we're falling like flies. What's going on? When you see the flame, guys, don't stay there.
Oh shit.
That was not good.
I think we should wipe.
Too late.
Here's the wind up and the
Yeah.
I might as well repair while we're here. Oh, we don't have a tank. Oh, that is so sad.
Hmm.
Yeah, Dankeschön, Good morgen. These are the first thing you kind of learn when you get there. Welkomen. But the one thing I learned very quickly in restaurants was schnitzel with pommes. That I ate a lot of that while I was there. Could be. Yeah, I'm not sure I would say that. The open worlds are not used as much as they once were. But yeah, I was in Germany for 3 months, so you kind of learn at least the basis, so that you don't starve to death, and so that you can order from restaurants a bit.
Well, maybe we can survive with 2 healers. That might be good enough. Oh, we got a tank.
Oh,
Perfect.
okay. So let's hope the two-wheelers will. Ich komme aus Deutschland. I was there in 88, no, 89, 89, the year before the wall fell. Or was it 88? Been so long, I kind of forget. I remember one thing though, it rained every day, every freaking day. Yeah, I read a lot of DC comics for a long time, but I have to admit, lately, pretty much since the new 52, I haven't read that much DC comics. Well, actually, I could say I haven't read much comics at all since then. The last really good comic I remember reading was The New Frontier. That's probably the best, the last comic from DC that I thought was pretty awesome. Although they also had the Green Lantern Sinestro War, that was pretty cool. Blackest Night was pretty cool. But yeah, with the new 52, they pretty much they pretty much did a good job convincing me that maybe I shouldn't read comics anymore. Which comic is my favorite? Kind of hard to tell. I always have a hard time answering those favorite thingy. But in latest years, yeah, No Frontier is probably up there. Blackest Night or even the Green Lantern Sinestro Corps War were a pretty nice surprise. I have to admit, I did not read Disease. Yeah, Injustice did seem to have struck a chord with a lot of people. What about you, Mr. Flashpoint Batman? What comics do you read?
Well, I mean, the obvious one is Flashpoint, and the other one is the Dark Knights.
How dare you read Flashpoint? It destroyed the DC universe.
That's fine.
Don't stay in the
I mean,
flame,
like
guys.
some of the old stuff.
What's my favorite DCUO style combination? Well, hard to tell. There's a lot. Would be easy to say the one I'm wearing right now. It's not exactly my favorite so much as it's pretty much my official multiverse style, I suppose.
Anything with void.
Perfection.
Yeah, the void is a good one.
Multitudes.
The cosmic cosmic chromas are good ones. The metallic chromas are good ones. There's a lot of good
Scorch.
styles. The scorching aura, I love the scorching aura. The scorching chroma, it's so. It's okay, I suppose.
It depends on the combination. Yeah, I like putting scorching with nuclear. That's what I like doing.
Do you think they would add the damage or sideways strikes? Damage, I'm pretty sure they'll add it at some point. I don't see why they would not.
Brainiac always has backups.
This is such a slow burn.
Yes, it is. I'm sure with damage, if at some point they add a JSA DLC or which other group was he part of? I think it was a part of the Teen Titans briefly. So if they ever make a follow-up to Teen Titans or a JSA DLC, I'm sure that we'll see damage someday. If Marvel and DC would win in an all-out fight, at the end of the day, it's always a matter of who's writing the book. If the writer loves Marvel, Marvel would win. If the writer loves DC, DC would win. When they had Marvel versus DC, the JLA versus Avengers, quite some years ago now, they pretty much made it seem as if the DC characters were more powerful. Like, what was the expression? On their worlds, the dial goes up to 11 or something like that in terms of power. So I guess if we trust that comic, DC would win.
See, one thing that I keep telling people is, yeah, theoretically, Superman is the toughest and, you know, is the strongest character out of Batman and Superman. But if you think about it, Batman's probably more powerful just because the writers love him so much. You know, they are willing to give him literally anything to be able to beat Superman, and that's one thing that people don't understand is when it comes down to who the writers love the most.
CJ is saying he thinks they should have Justice League versus Avengers, but the Marvel Zombie versus Deceased. Yeah, I guess that could be a fun bit, but that'll never happen. Now the ways things are separated. Like there's a clear cleavage between the Marvel fan base and the DC fan base, and even worse, there's a clear cleavage between the two corporations. Disney and AT&T are not friends, not one bit. So there's no way they would ever cooperate on something like that. It's sad, but what can you do?
Perfection breeds multitudes.
One Punch Man will kill them all? Yeah, I suppose there would be some truth into that. Yeah, it is taking a while.
Brainiac has prepared for this.
The
It's what
slowest burn I've ever seen.
It's what I was saying a bit earlier. Like there are certain missions with if you have an organized league, yeah, I'm sure a lot of missions may seem a bit easy. If you play missions with random players who either never played together or are very casual players, there are some missions that become much more difficult. So imagine now, if we ever get the stat clamping and we try to play Fortress of Solitude with a group of random players, good luck. It's going to be either uber difficult or it just won't be possible. So that's the main worry I have with stat clamping. Well, Brainiac is the original boss in DCUO, so it's normal that he's a tough mother effer.
I mean, to be fair though, the game's become super easy.
Brainiac always has.
Nah, it hasn't. You're talking crazy talk.
No, it's super easy.
It's
Like,
still it's still above the skill level of most players.
uh, yeah, I mean, for maybe, I don't know. See, with the new stuff, like the new content that comes out, when you first play the newest content, it's too easy in my opinion. Like, it's almost impossible to fail.
Uh, you should play with random players more often. And guarantee you, a failed group is not a rare thing.
Brainiac has prepared for this.
I mean, whenever I play this mission I mean, when I say fail, I mean like it's unplayable. Like no one's able to actually beat the mission at all.
And
You
that's
know?
what I'm saying. Getting a group
I,
where we cannot get through the boss, it's not that difficult. And it's
is
something I've been hearing a lot, pretty much ever since I started making. Even before I was making videos, I would hear that a lot. That the missions were so easy and that it was impossible to fail, and it's something I've heard quite a bit. And my very first video, it's pretty much to disprove that. Like I think it was Bombshell Paradox. I entered into the mission, and the group was struggling quite a lot, and I didn't understand why until I looked at the how'd you call that, the call sheet, where you see the list of all the players, and then I started counting, and there was like 80 plus players that had come and gone into the mission, and still they could not get through the first boss. So finding a failed group, if you play with random players, it's very easy to do.
you know what's funny is when I played the BOP mission there, where you have to fight Lex Luthor while like the cooling chambers breaking and all that stuff. Anyways, when I was doing that, I joined a game that already was going on, and I looked at the sheet where it showed all the previous players they're playing, and you have all these people that did so much damage and all that stuff. And they all failed, and when I joined in there, it was just me and my friend. We beat it first try. It was so funny.
You're too OP, that's why.
I mean, when I first came out, it was just, in my opinion, I find those missions not that hard. It's just you gotta have at least when it comes to the alerts, you need at least 2 good people. When it comes to raids, you need at least 6 good people.
Well, 6 good people in a random group, that's a tall order, my friend.
And when I mean by good people, it's people that are actually aware of what artifacts are and what skill points are, you know?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's a tall order.
I mean, unless you play the event version, then there's literally no way of failing that.
I wouldn't say that.
Because I've never failed an event, ever. I've never seen it.
Yeah, but you're Batman, that's why. If you were playing Impulse, I guarantee you would have failed a lot.
I still don't get how you can fail event though.
Perfection breeds multitude.
They literally give you health boosts.
Yeah, but you have to remember that the people playing the event, odds are they're very, very casual. Could be they're level 10 and they barely have access to all their powers. Or they don't even have access to all their powers. It's like when you play the seasonal event. There's a huge gap between, if you play a group that's, let's say, combat rating 300 and they lower your combat rating to 34, and there's a huge difference than if you play a character that is level 10 that is matched with other characters that are also level 10. The difference is huge. So
Well,
unless you're playing
sorry.
with people who know what they're doing, you're going to struggle if you're a level 10 character.
I remember playing the Flashpoint 4-player alerts and it was the event, so it's not like it's the regular version. It's the event, me and my friends. Well, one of my friends messed up, and I said I wanted to do the feat there for Zoom, where you talk to Diana and Arthur before you fight Zoom, and one of them messed up and ended up attacking Zoom right away. And so I said, okay, wipe, I told them, take off your gear, do whatever you gotta do, and just stand there and wait for Zoom to kill you, just so we can restart. And we literally couldn't die. We could not die at all because of the health boost in the game. So, yeah, we basically had to beat the mission. We were forced.
Oh, our friend Bat Shaggy got the Omnipotence Wings. Congrats, Bat Shaggy. So someone asked earlier if DCUO was going to end, which is impossible. What's the last DLC we would like to see? Obviously, I would like to see Crisis on Infinite Earths before the end. What about you, Mr. Flashpoint Batman, who cannot die?
I want to see a
Because you're Batman.
Part 2.
Prepared for this.
I want to see part 2 to Flashpoint done properly.
It was done properly. You're being way too picky.
Yeah.
It was even better in the comics. Come on,
or,
the comics.
You know what, or part 2 to or a part 2 to the Dark Multiverse.
Actually, that would be part 3.
Or whatever. Sorry, part 3. Sorry, where we actually, instead of you know, having the ending we got something that was like a little bit before, where we actually got to see the full origin of Red Death, the full origin of the Batman Who Laughs. You know, we actually got to see all those. That'd be nice. Cause yeah, we have those little cutscenes, but that's it. And then same with, like I said, Flashpoint, I guess part 2, where we get to see a little bit before, maybe see Flashpoint Joker, see Grifter, a little bit more to do with, maybe a mission based with the Ravager, you know, or with Deathstroke, you know, that'd be pretty cool.
Sorry, I had to make a change. Let's see if the claw is killing us right now, I think.
And a good spot too for them to do if they were to do part 2 is they can make a new map on New Themyscira. You know, not just going inside, but I mean like on the top surface where you can actually see all the destruction everywhere. Have resistance fighting.
Well, don't we have that in the map where we fight the bounties? We're outside a bit.
Kind of is a little inaccurate, but then again, it's DC and Earth. They're kind of not very accurate at all.
Well, in the olden days, they would justify that by saying this universe online is its own Earth.
Except now they're putting every Earth into this game, though. That's the thing.
Well, that's why it's their own Earth. They're a mix of a lot of stuff. We're pretty much done with this. Is going to be our last mission, but afterwards, if we have time, holy crap, we probably won't have time.
Yeah,
Afterwards, we are going to try to fight the evil Doomsday in the open world. But I'm looking at the time. I'm looking at how much health our friend Brainiac still has. I don't think we're going to be able to make it.
I think we'll just be able to finish this up, and that's it.
Yeah, that sadly seems to be how it's going to be. For those of you who do not know, the devs will have a live stream at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and they will show the latest DLC, House of Legends. So we are going to get a preview of a lot of the stuff they're promising. Also a lot of new stuff like the allies. They mentioned the ally system, but right now we don't really know how the ally system will work.
Perfection breeds multitude.
That's what I'm excited for, is the allies, man.
Well, from what I understand, it's going to be not like the artifact where we will have to upgrade our allies. Although I suspect, like with the artifact, we can upgrade them to rank 200, and after that, that's it. I suspect the allies will be able to upgrade them to infinity and beyond, which might be the point of the allies. Like basically, the artifacts were a way to be able to bring in some cash into DCUO. But once you reach rank 200 with all your artifacts, well, no more cash for DCUO unless you decide to change your artifacts. So I suspect that the ally system will be a way to be able to farm cash from players indefinitely. But we'll see. Oh, hopefully it'll be something cool that will be worth it.
Are you still using Rimwar chains?
Yes, I switched the The claw, I think, was killing us. I couldn't give enough power for a Fuser Flash, and I kept on running out of power.
Yeah.
So I had to switch back. Because when you use the claw, sadly your group power heal no longer gives power, and it raises your vitalization and some other stuff, but it clearly wasn't enough. Any tips for getting the Cloak of Hades? Buy it from the broker. That's pretty much what I did.
Book of Hades. I don't remember what that looks like.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button.
I don't remember what that looks like. I'll have to look it up later. Book of Hades.
Perfection breeds
It's like the half cloak. If you saw my Black Panther video, that's the like the short cloak that covers only one shoulders.
Oh, okay, yes, now I remember. Yeah. It kind of looks like the Power Girl type thing.
Yeah, a little bit.
Or a lot of Shazams use it as well.
I don't think the allies. Alexandre is asking if the allies would be like the mentors. I don't think that will be the case because the mentors are pretty. The mentors are pretty useless after a while, so I strongly doubt that would be the case. But you never know. Maybe they would refresh the mentor system but I don't think so. The way they described it, I don't think it has anything to do with the mentors. But I could be wrong. It happens. Well, yeah, I guess it's useless to invite someone else if they cannot enter the mission. Oh well.
It's a friend of mine. Thank God. So, because I mean, this mission's already taken a long time.
We're almost there. He only has 1/3 of his health.
Yay.
I swear. Look at the bar. He's almost dead.
That's like another half hour.
What's a half hour? Technically, we have 3 minutes left.
Yeah. Well,
Let's see
I
if we
mean,
can
we
put
gotta
up this.
finish this though, so. Uh-oh. Hey, Cyborg. You'll be able to come in once we bring him down to the next checkpoint.
The DLC won't come in next week. It might be on the test server this weekend. If we're lucky, it might be on the test server today. But last I checked Meps's post, it wasn't sure if it was going to be ready for today.
I think it'll be just Saturday. Like after the
stream.
boot. Yeah.
Could be. So anyways, so it might get added to the test server this weekend. So at the earliest, we might see it on the live server in like 2 weeks. So get in there, guys. We have to finish him off right now. One week goes by so fast.
Man, I swear, like, I mean...
But I'm a little disappointed, Batman. The mission is so easy. You should have defeated Brainiac by now. What are you doing?
I'm playing the game with them.
Oh, okay.
So.
Although I'm looking, the stream, the DCUO stream does not seem to have started just yet. Oh, actually, it may have.
Uh-oh. No, move out of the way.
We're pretty much done, Master's Music. Sorry, it's nice of you guys to offer to help, but we're done. If whether we should be able to finish him off.
Perfection breeds multitudes.
Like we're almost there, so we should be able to finish him off. But thanks for offering, guys.
What would you do if they added an option to change emblem size? Like, would you think it'd be I don't know, a great addition?
Oh yeah, I would give them $50,000 right there and then.
See, now, hear me out. Now, what if they made it that the size we have right now is considered large and you can only make it smaller?
Then that would be pointless. But now, if
Yeah,
they
no,
give us
I
the
just
option,
wish we could make it a little bit bigger and I'd be happy.
well, I don't. One thing I don't understand, why they cannot give us one slimline like the Stalwart Defender. Like they give us the Stalwart Defender with a bigger chest, a bigger emblem,
Perfection
but
breeds
somehow they
multitudes.
don't seem to be able or willing. Well, willing seems to be more accurate. They don't seem to be willing to give us one slimline chest piece that has a bigger emblem. I don't know why. I find it hard to understand, but sadly that seems to be it.
Yep. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the lines on the Stalwart, but the thing is if you're using a style, like say, I don't know, a classic Batman or whatever,
Oh yeah.
well, you don't need, the classic Batman doesn't have lines, you
You
just
don't
have the
have
basic.
you don't have to convince me, but somehow they don't seem to like slim lines very much, and especially slim lines. Like you'll notice a lot of the slim line they made, they pretty much over designed them. Like they add they over textured them, just so that we don't have like a nice smooth slim line like we had at the start of the game.
To be honest, I kind of like some of the lines. I just don't like the ones on the elbows. That's the only thing I don't like.
Perfection breeds multitudes.
I could do without all of them. No lines. Give us one slim line with no lines. Also, if we could have like they could kill two birds with one stone. They could give us one slim line that has no lines, and that has a bigger emblem, and that is only
Yep.
one color channel. Actually, that's three birds with one stone. Oh, the live stream on DCUO is about to start, so we have not long.
I'd like to see though.
Yeah, the materials on the Stalwart, especially the chroma materials, are pretty messed up. So that's another thing. So if we could have one slim line also that has the bigger emblem and that is only one color channel, it would be great to use with a lot of the chroma materials. Would benefit from being able to have only one color channel.
I'd like to see a leg style that's like the one I'm wearing right now, but doesn't have armor on it. That's the only thing I want, really. 'Cause then I can make like an actual like slimline Flashpoint Batman. That's the only thing that's kind of messing it up.
So we're almost there, almost there. Stay strong, guys. We can do it.
Oh, we gotta wipe.
No wipe for you. I've been playing since 2011, like October 2011. Basically, when the game went free to play, I waited 3-4 weeks before trying it out because I kind of expected the game to. I kind of expected the game would struggle with all the new players that would try to join in, and even like 3-4 weeks later, the servers were still struggling a bit with all the new players. So I can only imagine the first week it went free to play. It must have been crazy trying to log in.
Oh, you should have seen GTA, man. When they put that, what's called, free to purchase on, I forget what store it's called, but anyways, they put it basically free to buy for like a weekend or whatever. And holy crap, not even joking, for an hour straight, I couldn't even log onto the server. I kept just refreshing and restarting the game. I could not get into the game.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, someone went down. Future Flash. Come on, we're almost there.
No,
Oh yeah.
no. Brainiac is supreme in
It's
every
crazy, man. When
timeline.
games go free that normally cost money, it's crazy how backed up the servers get.
I'm sure it is. Sorry, Xavier. We're pretty much done here.
Whew, felt like I'd never get here.
I owe you for the assist. Anything I can help with?
Yes.
Alright, Multi.
We three need
I
to
guess
combine our
we'll
speed force and fix the
see you
timeline.
later then.
Guess this is it.
Absolutely.
Then. Glad I could get you to this point.
So thank you guys for coming to play with us.
You're the best. I can't wait to tell everyone.
So there will be a live stream with the DCUO devs any minute now. They're going to show us
We ready to do this?
the new DLC. They're going to show us House of Legends, the ally system, and probably a whole bunch of other stuff that I can't think of right now.
We just have to trust that it worked. That the Speed Force is setting things right in its own time and own way.
Let me check if maybe they've started already.
Possible without you.
Oh, I think they just came in online, so they should start anytime soon. Right now, they seem to have 500 viewers, but they did not start the live stream just yet. So next week, guys, I'm not sure what we're going to play. It will depend on what the bonus week will be next week. So depending on on the bonus week, it will decide what we will play next week. So on that note, guys, for those of you who are wondering, so we got a new free gift yesterday. So if you want to be able to enjoy that free gift, do so. I have a video also about the Suicide Squad pack, the new Suicide Squad pack. So if you're wondering what you can get in the pack, I made a video about it. I also made a video about the new the new Flashpoint rewards on the Flashpoint vendor. If you want to see what I have the material actually right here. So here's the material, the aura. But if you want to know what the rest of the rewards are, I made a video about that as well. So, any last words, Mr. Flashpoint Batman?
No. No, I'm good.
Okay. So thank you guys for coming to play with us. Thank you guys for those of you who came to watch. And thank you for those of you who came to comment. It's always fun, guys, to talk to you through the comment sections. And hopefully, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye,
Yeah,
guys.
have a good night.